What's going on, guys? Comes here back again on another MLB The Show 19 Diamond Dynasty video. Big content update coming today. We have all of the championship series flashback postseason cards added into the game. Quickly, if you guys could leave a like down below on this video, definitely would help me out a ton. As well, if you guys enjoy these videos, make sure to subscribe to the channel. We are just about at 17,000. Thank you guys so much for the incredible support all year round. Of course, once again, all of these cards can be found within the moments. All you have to do is go ahead down here within the 8th inning and you will see that there is now the championship series players, and you get to choose 2 players, so you can choose 2 of these following that we are about to show. Now, I have not seen them, except I had to see the top card, so I already know who has the highest overall card, and I was kind of expecting it, but otherwise I have not seen their stats. So let's go ahead and get right into it pretty unprepared. We're gonna start off with an 89 overall Zach Britton. This is a very interesting card. I've heard so many people who love the Orioles version, and this is an even better Zach Britton. So he's gonna have 123 hit 9, nearly maxed out. That is very, very nice to see. 85 K9, 65 walk 9 is a little bit low. You would like to see that better. He has 118 pitch clutch, which is once again phenomenal. That statistic or attribute, basically, if your opponent gets runners on base against you, it is going to decrease their PCI, and it battles between the position players, the batters' clutch rating. So he does have 2 fastballs, or 3 fastballs rather, a sinker, a slider, a 2-seamer, and a 4-seamer. You would like to see a changeup in there instead of the 2-seamer, in my opinion. That's what I would like to see. But you know, a sinker and a slider combination, lefty on lefty, he is going to be dirty. He's going to be very nice. The sinker is going to go about as hard as it goes at about 95 miles per hour, and then the fastball is pretty much the same speed. So that does worry me a little bit. They all come in pretty much the same velocity, but if you look at the hit 9, if you look at the sinker, which always has a lot of break, and if you look at the pitch clutch, this should be a good card. So if you were interested in the you know, the Orioles Zach Britton that we did have, this once again should be another really good card. Here we have a Jose Martinez, which I'm sure it was kind of hard to, you know, try to give a Cardinal a player because they did not have a very good series against the Nationals, getting swept. But this is an actual pretty good card, and they made his defense somewhat playable. You know, Jose Martinez is definitely not one of the better defenders in the league, but offensively, 119, 105 splits versus lefties, very nice. Against righties, 92, 76, and then about 84 vision as well. 60 fielding, like I said. So he can play first base as a secondary. Now, if you put him out in right field, he is going to have bronze defense, just barely at 60, but he does have 81 arm, 40 speed. I wouldn't want him in my outfield. Hell no, do not put him at center. That is destined to get your ass clapped. I would say if you want to play him, first base is probably the best spot you're going to find the position for him. So Jose Martinez, once again, more of an offensive guy against lefties, very nice. You know, 120 contact, 105 power, so that's a nice card right there. Next up, we have a Ryan Helsley right here for the Cardinals. More so, I was talking about position players. It is really hard to find Cardinals that did much offensively, but here we have Ryan Helsley, 113 hit 9, 109 K9, 64 walk 9, once again a little bit low, 75 home runs per 9, once again that does not matter anymore, 94 break, throws 4 pitches, a 4-seam, a cutter, a curveball, and a changeup. Throws 97 miles per hour, 17 miles per hour differential from that 4-seam to the changeup, very nice right there. And the curveball also does go pretty slow at 77 miles per hour. The control is the only thing that kind of worries me about this card. He does have good per 9s, and he throws pretty hard. The cutter, I wish he threw that a little bit harder. Now, I don't know how much break he has on that pitch in particular, but this looks kind of like a middling, you know, reliever. You know, it's going to be, you know, free card if you want to pick him, and he's not going to go for that much. So if you are interested, I think that definitely is a card that you guys can pick up. Here we have an Aaron Hicks for the New York Yankees did get a card. 84 and 70 contact, 180 power respectively, 70 vision. So offensively, I don't love this card. You know, usually the vision can definitely help out, but 70 is kind of low. He is a switch hitter, so that does help him out a little bit. He's not bad, but you know, he's not great either. Fielding, I think this card should be a little bit better. I don't know how this card is a 91 for starters. 77 fielding seems pretty damn low for Aaron Hicks if you do watch him play. 76 reaction, 82 arm. Also, I think the arm strength could be a little bit higher. Aaron Hicks, of course, more so known for his defense opposed to his bat. 65 speed as well. I guess this card is all right. You know, if you're kind of just starting in Diamond Dynasty, it would not be bad. You know, against righties, a switch hitter can play against or can bat versus both sides pretty well. You know, 180 power per side. I'm not a huge fan of this card though. I think the defense could have been higher. If he had like 85 fielding, this would be a much better card, but obviously he does not. Here we have a Will Harris for the Houston Astros coming in with only 3 pitches: a cutter, a curveball, and a 4-seam fastball. I really do not like that pitch mix at all, in my opinion. I think that's one of the worst you could possibly get. So not a great way to start off for this card. 110 hit 9, 96 K9, 86 walks per 9. Once again, really high clutch at 113, 97 break. Doesn't throw that hard either, only about 93, 94, maybe top out on that 4-seam fastball. Yeah, I'm really not a big fan of this card right here. You know, like the hit 9's cool, you know, he has pretty good per 9s and everything, but the pitch repertoire is very important. You really have to take a look at that. You know, obviously, you know, only time will tell if you actually use him, if he performs well or not, but on paper, this looks like a bit of a dud card in my opinion. Here we have a Victor Robles for the Washington Nationals. Did of course get a Future Star card last year and already making up for it with a 92 postseason card right here. 103, 84 contact, 78, 63 power, 68 vision. Not the best offensively, not a ton of power. Good contact, but the vision really does hurt him at below 70. But he's more of a, you know, defensive guy and speed guy. 91 speed, 78 stealing, can run real well. 88 fielding, 82 arm, 83 reaction. There's a lot better options probably. You know, he is good. He's going to cover a lot of ground out there with 90 plus speed, has about 80 stealing, and almost diamond defense at 88, but offensively, I think this card is lacking just a little bit. If you have like 90 plus vision, this card would be really good. You know, fast guys, I really like having them on my team, but the vision does hurt him a little bit, so I'm not a huge fan of that card. Next up, we have an Anibal Sanchez. Of course, had a very good start, took a no-hitter into the 8th inning, and you of course lost it, but had a very phenomenal game at the age of 35. So another one of those old vets. The Nationals, I believe the oldest team in the postseason, you know, doing work, and won the first game against the Astros in the World Series. 96 hit 9, 71 K9, 91 walks per 9, 115 pitching clutch. Has a 4-seam, a cutter, a splitter, a changeup, and a sinker. Comes in with a whopping 4 fastballs. I would love to see a slider or a curveball on this card personally. This is a bit too much fastballs in my opinion. Once again, I did kind of like his Tigers flashback last year. I don't think the pitches are the same. He doesn't throw hard. About 91, 92 miles per hour is what he's going to top out at. Once again, I'm not a huge fan of this card, and I hate to say that because, and I know these cards aren't supposed to be like signature cards, I know that for sure, but I don't know, something about these cards, just they don't seem to have as much juice as even the last set, you know, like with Jose Altuve. But hopefully we can make up for this one right here. Carlos Correa, yep, I think we did that right there. This Correa looks much improved. He finally gets a defensive upgrade. I think he should have gold defense. 78 is still a little bit low, but he has 90 arm strength, which there's been so many people, you know, tons of people always say whenever we watch Carlos Correa play, how the hell does he have such minuscule arm strength in the game when, if you watch him in real life, he clearly has a cannon out of that shortstop position. Offensively, the only thing you can possibly nitpick is his vision at 72. This is a very good hitting shortstop. 80 90 and 108 contact, 92, 102 power, 61 speed. This is a very nice card. He can play second and third as well. So back-to-back weeks or back-to-back postseason sets, the best card is going to be the Houston Astro with Altuve and now Carlos Correa. I like this card a lot. I think he's very good. Healy, I know in particular, is going to love this card, the Spark Plug Carlos Correa. I like this one. You know, like I said, I think they could have done a little bit better job on the statistics. I think they picked the right players to get postseason cards, but I think the statistics don't exactly match up that well. Personally, who would I pick within these? I'd probably go with Carlos Correa, obviously. Once again, here are the moments. All you have to do is play through lows. You're going to get the voucher, which make sure to do these moments because you are going to get a voucher, which is going to help you out with the postseason collection that we are going to see, I believe, on October 30th or October 31st after the World Series is done with. But of course, the voucher is going to be found right here, so they are going to be those. On October 31st, the postseason collection is going to come out. So yeah, those are the new championship series postseason cards that we did get. Let me know down below in the comment section, what are your thoughts on these cards? Who are you going to pick up and who are you going to choose? Make sure to leave a like down below on this video if you guys did enjoy. But you guys have a great day. There goes some Zodi.